Well, good morning. Welcome to the Florida Softball Network for day number 2 of a double elimination game. The Gators and the Thunderbolts here are going to be facing off. Both teams currently in the losers bracket after losing their first game of single elimination play. So both teams looking to fight and win to stay in this tournament. Well, we're on a slight delay. This game was originally scheduled for 8 a.m. It is now 9 a.m. due to rain and thunder and lightning in the area. But the skies have now cleared, and we're ready to play some softball. Gators are going to be the visiting team as the lower seed, higher seed, the worst seed. How about that? So I guess that would be the lower seed, the higher seed being the better team as far as runs scored, run differential through seeding play. Well, leading it off now for the Gators is going to be number 3, Fatima Masri. Fati, the center fielder for the Gators. And the first pitch comes in low for ball 1. Next pitch fouled back. One ball, one strike. Ball 2, 2-1. Expect to see any balls hit to the outfield are going to have to get changed out. That grass is going to be a little bit wet. Did not pour here, just enough to get things wet. That misses outside for 3-1. And that one's fouled off to the right side. That brings the count full to 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right. And that misses high for ball 4, and Fati jogs on down to first base. So the Gators have their leadoff batter now on the base paths. Brings to bat in the second slot, Cameron Solano, number 6. And that is hit into left field. A nice shot there. And Cameron with the nice single, advancing also Fati over to second base. So now runners on first and second, brings to the plate Addison Held, number 12. That misses for ball 1. And there's a great hit over into the gap between center and left field. That's going to base some runners. That's going to be a multi-base hit. And there is Addison with a double, an RBI double, as the Gators cross their first run. And now coming to the plate, Haley Hirsch, number 7. And she takes low for ball 1. And that gets called strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley looking for the pitch that she wants to hit. And there's a hard hit over into left field. That drops in. There's 1 run across. There's 2 runs across. And the Gators are hardcore in action here. And the coach for the Thunderbolts comes out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. All right, a 2 RBI double there, hit by Haley, brings the score Gators up to 3, so 3-0. No outs, and we do have a pitching change.
Now up to bat, number 22, Peyton.
All right, well, the Gators now have gotten all 4 of their first batters in this game on base. Multiple multi-base hits. So a walk, a single, 2 doubles. And the Gators are up now by a score of 3-0 with the pitching change. That first pitch misses outside for ball 1. And that one is hit into center field, and that drops in. And Haley advances over to third, Peyton over to second, and the Gators have 2 runners in scoring position. All right, now coming up to the plate, number 99, Kennedy Copeland. And a swing and a miss there for strike 1. So runners on second and third, no outs. Count no balls, 1 strike on Kennedy. And that gets fouled away for strike 2. All right, 0-2 the count now. And that misses high outside for ball 1. And that's high and outside for ball 2. That evens the count to 2-2 now. Kennedy, the third baseman for the Gators. And that one's hit towards short. Third baseman picks it up, overthrows first base. And that's going to allow 2 runs to score. And Kennedy lands over at second base. All right, Gators now up by a score of 5-0 here at the top of the first inning. And brings to the plate Reese Kennerson, who hits one up high into the sky, over into the right field. It lands fair. Runner advances to third base. Oh, ball bounces. Nice backup there by the left fielder over at third base. And now once again we have runners at second and third for the Gators with no outs. Well, now coming to bat, number 16, Luca Hansberger, who hits it off the tip of the bat over towards the right side. First baseman grabs it for the first out of the inning. All right, next up to bat is Kinsley. Kinsley swings at the first one and fouls that out of play to the left side. Swings and misses there for strike two. Kinsley on an 0-2 count. And that one misses low outside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Kinsley. In the circle for the Thunderbolts is number 11, Rogers, currently on 11 pitches. She delivers, that's hit on the outside part of the bat, and that goes right up the center. And now the Gators have one across and runners in the corners. With that run crossing, now Gators up 6-0. Now to bat for the Gators, number 1, Kira Sherman. Pitcher delivers, and that's hit over to the right side of the field, fielded by the second baseman for the second out of the inning, but the Gators get one more to cross as Reese touches home plate. So 2 outs now, and a score of 7-0 Gators. And there is a hard hit. The right fielder out of the inning. Well, after just the top of the first, come to a lead of 7-0. In their first opportunity now to come to bat and see what they can do to put on the scoreboard. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. Well, to the bottom of the first we go, with the Thunderbolts behind by a score of 7-0 to the Gators. Their first opportunity to try to get some runs here on the board. Stepping up to the plate, number 6, Weber. And that misses low for ball one. In the circle right now is Kira behind home plate. Haley over at first base, Reese Kennerson, Kinsley Roman at second, Addison Held at short, Kennedy Copeland at third base. Looking to the outfield here right after this pitch. And that misses inside and low for ball two. Holding down the outfield positions over in left field, Cameron Solano, center fielder Fatima Masri, and in right field, Luca Hansberger. And those are your Gators defensively for the first inning. And that misses low and inside for ball three. 3 balls, no strikes for Weber. And once again, another ball. So 4 pitches so far, 4 balls as Kira tries to get dialed in, and the Thunderbolts have their first runner on the base paths. Brings to the plate now, number 27, Fullerton. Steps out. And back in, and we're ready for the pitch. Kira delivers her first strike. Next pitch. And that misses low for ball 1. 1-1. And that grabs the inside part of the plate for the second strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Fullerton. Expect Kira to work the zone here a little bit. And she gets a swinging strike 3 for the first out. Oh, there's an overthrow by the catcher. Nice backup there by Luca in right field. Prevent any damage. The runner does not advance. And we bring up to the plate now for the Thunderbolts, Fisher, number 13. And the runner goes from first. The throw down from the catcher is going to nail the runner trying to steal. Haley with a perfect throw to second. And just like paths are clear with 2 outs. There's a swinging strike 1. And this is high outside for a ball. And strike 3. And the Gators get out of that one without any damage, with the lead batter getting on base on a walk, but then thrown out at second base, and Kira taking care of the rest here on her own with a couple of strikeouts. Well, that concludes the first inning with the Gators up by a score of 7-0 over the Thunderbolts. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. Into the second inning we go, and the Gators bring to the plate Fatima Masri. And she blasts the first one over to second base. Second baseman unable to field it. It gets into right field. And Fonte's on with a single. So the Gators in the first 2 innings have managed to get both of their leadoff batters on base. See what they can do here. As next up to bat, this umpire not pleased with the music. We saw this yesterday as well. Really wants that off pretty quick. And that's called inside strike. Batting right now is Cameron Solano. She is 1 for 1 today. And this one's going to be hit just over the pitcher. It's going to drop in the infield. Overthrown by the shortstop. And the Gators wind up with runners at second on third on the overthrow. Well, a nice scoop play by the shortstop, but just unfortunately threw over the first baseman's head. Allows the Gators to get their runners to advance and be safe. Now runners at second on third with no outs. Coming to the plate is number 12, Addison Held. That misses high outside, but the Gators hold their runners. Addie steps back in on a 1 ball, no strike count. And that one misses low for ball 2. 2-0 now. She hits that one towards third base, but that goes foul. We're going to reconnect these cameras here in between the inning. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a stutter. And Addie rips that one over to short. Shortstop this time makes the good throw to first. But another run crosses, and Cameron is safe at third base. Well, coming out of the plate, Haley Hirsch, the catcher for this game. With the Gators up by a score of 8-0, Haley watches the first one miss for ball 1. And that one misses low for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner at third. And that misses high for ball 3. 3-0 now. So a couple of low pitches, a high pitch, nothing yet to hit. Brings Haley back up with a 3-0 count. Looking for something from pitcher Rogers to hit. And that misses low for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk puts Haley now over at first. We have runners at the corners with 1 out. And they're going to do a courtesy runner for the catcher as number 10, Avalo, comes to take over. Avalo, on a sprained wrist, will not be playing the field, but will be taking the opportunities to do some base running. And the next pitch misses as Avalo advances over to second base. So two runners in scoring position over at second and third. And Peyton takes ball 2 low inside. 2 balls, no strike now the count. And Peyton hits that one over towards the shortstop. Shortstop goes across. And Peyton's thrown out at first, but she does get the RBI. Cameron comes across the 9th run. And the Gators still have a runner over at third base. All right, now at bat, Kennedy Copeland for the Gators. And she tries to bunt, but bunts foul for strike 1. Foul tip for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now on Kennedy. And that one gets fouled away again. So 3 pitches for Kennedy, all 3 foul. And coach is going to talk to her real quick. Well, now's the perfect time. If you're not a subscriber to the Florida Softball Network, we invite you to go ahead and click that into the batter's box. And Kennedy lifts one high in the air into left field. And it comes off of the fence, almost a home run, so close. And Avalo, pitch running for Haley, crosses home plate to now bring the Gators into double digits as they lead the Bolts by a score of 10-0. Great hit there by Kennedy. Well, now Reese Kennerson comes up to bat. She is 1 for 1 today and takes the first pitch for a strike. And Reese lifts one over second base into center field. The center fielder under it for the third and final out of the half inning. All right, well, with that, we move into the middle of the second. The Gators are up now by double digits, by a score of 10-0. With the Florida Thunderbolts now with an opportunity to try to get some of those runs back. My name's Dave, coming to you from Altamont Springs, Florida, in the Central Florida Double-Double. They played 2 seeding games yesterday, as well as their first double elimination game. Both the teams on the field, unfortunately, did lose in their first round of double elimination to bring them now into the losers bracket, where they're going to have to try to fight their way back in. Well, we move into the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Thunderbolts is number 5, Neely. In the circle, Kira Sherman. Kira, so far 12 pitches into this game. And now we begin the bottom of the second. First pitch delivered is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. And that just misses for ball 2. 2-1. Coach calls time out. Oh, the field umpire, I think, is feeling there might be an illegal pitch. He's going to speak to Kira real briefly, see what's going on there. And field umpire jog on back, and we're back into action with Neely on a 2-ball, 1 strike count. She hits one over. Oh, what a snag! What a snag made by Izzy over at second base. What a great catch to snag that one out of the air. And a nice try there by Neely. Good hit, just a phenomenal fielding play. And the Gators garner their first out of the bottom of the second inning. Well, now batting is Rogers, number 11. And she is going to take that first pitch for a ball. And she hits the next one over into foul territory on the right side, but none of the fielders able to get to it. So it drops harmlessly and brings the count now to 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. As aforementioned, with the rain prior to the game, any balls hitting that grass are going to be a little bit wet, so they switch out the ball. And here we go, 1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery. And that misses inside for ball 2. 2-1. And again, same spot, missing inside there. Brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitter's count here for Rogers. Here we're going to have to come straight at her to avoid putting her on. And unfortunately misses once again, low inside. So 3 pitches right there, all missing low and inside. Puts the Runner on here with 1 out. Now batting for the Thunderbolts is number 9, McCaffrey. And again, misses low and inside. You're going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment there. All 4 of the last pitches called for balls are all low and inside. And 1 ball, no strikes to count. And there's a swing and a miss to bring the count even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at 1. And there's the bunt, but it's popped up foul to the backstop. Brings the count now to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that is popped up and out of play behind the backstop once again. And McCaffrey stays alive with the count remaining 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, that one's going to reach high. Nice snag by the catcher, Haley. Keep that from going to the screen and allowing the runner to advance. Brings the count now even to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one is fouled away to the right side. Nice pitch by Kira there. And a nice way to stay alive for McCaffrey. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that misses low inside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Look for the runner at first to try to advance here on this pitch, regardless of what happens. We'll stay on the wide shot, see how it goes down. And that misses inside for ball 4. So both base runners on via walks. Has the Thunderbolts now with runners at first and second with just 1 out. Now to bat, Michelle, number 1, and Kira delivers for strike 1. And that one is going to be foul for strike 2. All right, Michelle finds herself in a hole here with an 0-2 count. Let's see what Kira's got set to deliver here. And that, just misses somehow for a ball. Looked pretty good sitting here behind home plate, but the umpire did not like it. Keeps Michelle alive there with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And that one gets fouled back to the screen, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogers standing at second base, McCaffrey over at first, Michelle at bat. And that misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that gets fouled straight back. And DeMichelle stays alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Kira misses inside for ball 3, but Haley able to stop that from getting past. Brings the count full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that misses way inside for ball 4. And the bases are now all loaded on walks. And a meeting in the circle by the team. As now bases are loaded with 1 out, with the Gators still up by a score of 10-0. And the Thunderbolts looking to make some headway and get back into this game. All right, the Gators could use the double play here to get out of the inning. The Thunderbolts looking to get some runs now on the board. And Kira delivers to the left-hander, Prodakaris, number 15. And that misses high for ball 2. All right, 2 balls, no strikes now the count. Strike, much needed strike for Kira there. Brings the count now to 2 balls, 1 strike. And that misses outside to bring now the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Nowhere to put the batter. So Kira's going to have to deliver a couple of strikes here if she's to get out of this inning without allowing any runs to score. Here comes the pitch. And that is hit towards the right side of the infield. They're going to grab that out, allow the first run to cross. But most importantly, puts the Gators now with 2 outs. And the Bolts now on the board with a score of 10-1. First pitch delivered by Kira, in there for a called strike 1. Batting for the Thunderbolts, number 4. Qualifier. And she hits one out of play to the right side to bring the count to 2 strikes, no balls. So 2 outs right now, no balls, 2 strikes. Runners over on 2nd and 3rd. Kira comes set, delivers, and just misses low for ball 1. And that's a called looking strike 3. And the Gators get out of that inning, allowing only 1 run to cross as they move into the top of the 3rd inning. It's the Gators up by a score of 10-1 over the Thunderbolts. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. My name is...
Now the bat, number 16, Luca.
All right, top of the 3rd inning we are. Leading off with Luca Hansberger batting for the Gators. In the circle, new pitcher number 12, Penby. So the Thunderbolts opting to make a pitching change. And the first pitch from Penby hits Luca as she jogs on down to first base. So every inning so far, the Gators have been able to get their lead batter on and get her across. Let's see if more of the same happens here. Who's stepping in is Kinsley and takes for ball 1. She presents bunt, but the ball gets away. She pulls back, the ball gets away from the catcher. And Luca runs on over to second base, stealing second safely. So now the Gators with a runner in scoring position, standing at second base. Kinsley with an opportunity for an RBI here, as she steps back in with a 2-ball, no strike count, no outs. And she swings and misses as that pitch goes a little outside. Can bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. All right, count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Kinsley. Kinsley 1 for 1 today. And that misses way outside to bring the count full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And that misses outside for ball 4. And now with Penby in the circle, the first 2 batters reach base. One hit by pitch and the other one walk, brings Kira up to the plate. The 3rd batter here at the top of the 3rd inning. First pitch, foul back to the left side, now to play. Penby delivers that one, a hard hit ball to third base, unable to be fielded cleanly. Allows the bases to come loaded as Kira makes it on over to first base. Bases loaded, no outs. Izzy now comes up to bat. And the first pitch misses high for ball 1. High outside, ball 1 for Izzy. Next pitch comes in. And that one is going to be popped up and behind the screen. At a call of 1 ball, 1 strike, as Coach Travis calls for timeout to talk to his batter. Runners at the bases, Luke over at third, Kira standing at second. Kinsley standing at second, Kira at first base. Izzy an opportunity to rack up some RBIs here with the good hit. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike now. And that misses high outside for ball 3. All right. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nowhere for Penby to put the batter, Izzy. Gonna have to deliver here. Izzy will be looking for something to hit. There it is. Then she hits one. Oh, just off of the glove of the shortstop. Here's going to be possibly a play at home plate. No. No. All right, and all the runners managed to make it safe. All right, well, a 2 RBI shot off of the shortstop's glove as she attempts to make a diving catch. Allows 2 more runs to cross as the Gators jump to a lead of 12-1. Now at bat, Fatima Mazri takes the first pitch for ball 1. And Fatima takes that one over towards second base. Second baseman able to scoop it up. Called out by the field up. But it allows a RBI to happen. And the Gators go up now by a score of 13-1 after Fati's hit right there. And another runner, Izzy, standing at third base looking for an opportunity to score as well. Now coming to bat for the Gators, Cameron. She takes the first one foul to the left side for strike 1. And that one's high for ball 2. Ball 1. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's chopped over to third base. Third baseman throws across the diamond to get the out, but allowing yet another run to score as Izzy crosses home plate to allow the Gators to jump to a lead now of 14-1. All right, Addison Held now coming up to bat with 2 outs. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Home plate umpire calls timeout for the batter. They come back set. Pitch delivered, and Addie hoists this one high in the air to left field. Left fielder grabs it for the third and final out of the inning. Well, the Gators managed to put on a couple more runs as they now move into the bottom of the third, up by a score of 14-1 over the Thunderbolts. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. Well, welcome to the bottom of the third inning. The Gators up by a score of 14-1. Going to bat number 3, Hernandez. Kira delivers her 47th pitch. And misses for ball 1. Next pitch, looked pretty good, but not given the call. Now 2 balls, no strikes. And there it is. Kira gets her first strike on this batter, bringing the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's fouled straight back to the screen for strike 2. Brings the count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now misses low for ball 3. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Hernandez the batter, Kira Sherman in the circle. And that one right down the middle is watched for strike 3. Great pitch there by Kira to put down the first batter of the bottom of the third inning. Brings to the plate number 25, Romero. Ooh, that was a good-looking pitch there, but called ball one. Umpires seem to have a little bit of a tight strike zone here on Kira. And that one misses low for ball two. All right, 2 balls, no strikes to count with 1 out. And that misses inside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one, same spot as the pitch 2 pitches ago, but this time called the strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And that misses low for ball 4. Well, with 1 out, the Thunderbolts now have a runner on base. And that first pitch to the new batter is called strike 1. And there's a strike. Puts Kira ahead on the batter, 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. All right, now 2 outs. Gators looking to get 1 more out to move into the top of the 4th inning. Up by a score of 14-1, with the Thunderbolts having a runner over there on first base. Kira delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1. Next one falls low for a ball. Nice block by the catcher. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is popped straight up and touched in foul territory to make it a foul ball. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. And that one is hit high into center field. Fati is under it, and she makes the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. Well, we finished 3 innings here in Altamont Springs, Florida, and our score is the Lady Gators Jackson 13, U Squad 14, the Florida Thunderbolts 1, and that does conclude the game. Well, we want to thank you so very much for tuning in to watch this match between the Lady Gators and the Florida Thunderbolts. The Gators now advance to the next game, which I believe is going to be at approximately 12:45. But with the rain delay, we're going to have to double check that schedule. Hey, if you subscribe to the channel, you will be notified as soon as we go live. So we invite you to do that, and we appreciate it. If you enjoyed this game, give it a like so that others know, hey, this is something we should watch, see some action. And we want to thank you very much again for tuning into the Florida Softball Network. My name's Dave. We'll see you shortly as we move into the next round of double elimination gameplay and working the Gators through the losers bracket. We'll see you here back from Altamont Springs. Thanks again for tuning into the Florida Softball Network. We'll see you back from the clay.